Alright, and in this video we're going to go over the process of constructing parallel lines. Alright, so the first thing we need is a line that we're going to use as our base for constructing another line parallel to this line. Alright, so we need a line to start with, and then to construct a line parallel to this line, the first thing we're going to do is draw a line through this original line. Alright, so we want to draw this line at a bit of an angle, something like this would be fine. You do not want to draw the line parallel or on top of the original line, it just won't work. So we're going to draw ourselves a line at an angle to our original line. Alright, so from here, in order to construct a parallel line, what we're really going to be doing is the process for copying an angle. Because what we want to end up with here, if we draw a parallel line, let's say through here, what we want is this angle here to be congruent to this angle here. Alright, so the angle in here congruent to this angle here, because when a set of parallel lines is cut by a transversal like this, we know that the corresponding angles are congruent. So that's the premise that we're using here to do this construction. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is take our compass and open it up a certain width and measure that based on this original angle here. Alright, so we can open up our compass, let's say this far, and then we're going to take on our new line segment somewhere up here and replicate this arc using the same width of the compass from here to here and here to here, just as if we were copying an angle. Alright, so obviously when we go to replicate this arc, we need to come down here. We can tell the parallel line needs to come something like this, right? We wouldn't want to swing this arc up this way because then our line would come over here. We'd be copying the angle in the wrong place. Alright, so we're going to swing the arcs both downwards from this transversal, and then our parallel line can come in here. Hopefully you can kind of see what we're going to end up doing here. So we're going to use our compass again to copy this angle, right? We're going to measure from the width of the angle at the arc that we made, right? So we can measure that here is this far. We're going to keep the compass at the same width and copy that angle up here. Alright, and based on our process for copying an angle, the last point here is to take the vertex of the second angle that we made, which was right there, and connect the pair of intersecting arcs that we made here. So it's important here to mark your vertex when you use your compass. I kind of had this suction cup on the compass that kind of marked it for me, but you want to mark it yourself with a point here so that you know where to draw your angle from. Alright, so when we go to copy the angles here, right, we can see we've again opened up the compass the same width here and here, swung arcs that are the same distance from the vertex of those respective angles, and then we've used the compass again to measure the width of the angle at that arc position. And then copied the angle that way, and again to finish copying the angle, we're drawing a line segment through the pair of intersecting arcs here that we made and the vertex of the new angle. And again, make sure you mark this vertex. Mine was kind of done for me with the suction cup, but make sure that you mark this vertex so you know where to go through. And then we can tell that this line segment here, this new line that we've made, we can make a segment or a line, whatever it ends up being, is going to be parallel to this line segment AB that we made initially. Alright, so again, this is based on the property of corresponding angles. We know that this angle here is going to be congruent to that angle there, because when parallel lines are cut by a transversal, the corresponding angles are congruent. Alright, so that's the property that we used here. We just kind of worked backwards by making those corresponding angles to begin with, and then drawing our line segments so that they were parallel based on that principle. Alright, thanks for watching this video on parallel line construction, and I'll see you in the next one.